A beautiful brand new day like this deserves nothing but good sports update from Sports Connect from your number one host, Hedel Ibrahim Sani on Sports Connect. Here is BOM on YouTube. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And today we are bringing you back to back. Now, let's start with women football. And in women football transfers, I will be moving to Barcelona Femini. Barcelona Femini this season or so far have lost like 5 key players from their setup. They first of all lost Alexia Putellas, the 2-time Ballon d'Or winner, to London City Lionesses in England. Also, they have lost their player, my own player, Salma Paraluelo. Salma Paraluelo has also left Barcelona to join Olympique Lyon. Barcelona have also lost Ona Battle to Arsenal. That is their dependable right back who has been there in the team. The same Barcelona have also lost Mapi Lyon, their one good defender, to London City Lioness. London City Lioness, who are also in the WSL, that is in England, have also signed Mary Epps, the former Manchester United goalkeeper, from Paris Saint-Germain for free. They've also signed Kadia D2 Diana from Lyon for 500,000 euros. They've also signed Rosa Kafaji from Arsenal. London City Lionesses just came back to the league last season, and so far so very good. They are doing solid businesses in the transfer news. Also, Manchester City have lost their goalkeeper Kera Keating to Liverpool. The 22-year-old has moved in search of regular playing time. Manchester City have also signed Neil Charles from Chelsea for 500,000 euros. You know, when it comes to the women football, they do not spend as expensive as the men football. The highest or the record signing in women's football is just £1 million. That is Oliver Smith moving from Liverpool to Arsenal last summer before Naomi Grima of Chelsea. Also, when we go to Chelsea ladies, so far so very good. They have signed 4 players, the record champions in the the Women's Super League in England. They have signed Katie Maccabi from Arsenal, a solid and dependable left back. They've also signed Matskubo Manaka from North Carolina Courage, also who is joining as a central midfielder. She can also play as an attacking midfielder, also a right winger and a striker. Melvin Mala has joined from Manchester United for a record 800,000 million. Also, Chelsea yesterday announced Las Nelly from Leicester City, who is also a right back. Very soon, like the preseason has started for the men, very soon it will also start, or it has also started with the women or female teams, and so far so very good. Olympique Lyon, the record champions in terms of the Women Champions League, Manchester City, Chelsea, also the Barcelona Athletic or the Barcelona Femini, they are also there. Arsenal, they've all started preseason, and we will be giving you updates in the women football as time goes on. Now let's move on very quick to the men's football, and here we are on Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante, the Ballon d'Or and World Cup winner. Rodrigo, so far Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City themselves, and also PSG are all chasing Rodri. When I say Manchester City have lost so far Nathan Ake, John Stones, and also Andre Silva, or their former captain Silva, and now they do not want to lose Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante because they form the key in their dressing room. So far it will be left with just Ruben Dias and Manchester City under coach Enzo Maresca, the likes of Jeremy Doku, Elliot Anderson, Erling Brot Haaland, also Ryan Sheki. They are all there and will give you every single thing so far as football is concerned. But you need leadership in the squad, and that is why Manchester City do not want to lose Rodrigo Cascante. They are offering him a 1 year extension to 2027 for at least if he will stay and then leave for 2027. But Rodrigo is also saying no. He wants to join Real Madrid. So far, he has agreed personal terms with Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are finding a situation or a way of trying to get the deal done. Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid president, said it that he was going to give Real Madrid a marquee signing, a Galactico. When we say Galactico, way back then, Real Madrid signed Zinedine Yassin Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario Dalema, Raúl González Blanco, Cristiano Ronaldo Alvaro dos Santos, Gareth Bale, and the likes. Now, the coach said he wants a very big signing, and he always wanted Michael Olise of Bayern Munich. Now that things are not pointing out well with Michael Olise, yesterday Real Madrid have submitted £100 million, 100 million British pounds to RB Leipzig for their Ivory Coast winger Jean Diomande. Jean Diomande has already agreed personal term with PSG because he wanted to join PSG. His agent or his agency, Rock Nation, met PSG, and PSG told them that they want to sell Bradley Barcola to Liverpool for around 120 million, and they can get that money to also sign Jean Diomande. But yesterday, after Real Madrid came in, Jean Diomande says if Real Madrid are able to pay the money RB Leipzig are demanding, then he will join them. So as I speak to you, Real Madrid have agreed personal term with Jean Diomande, 5-year deal for him, and Real Madrid are almost close to agreeing deal with RB Leipzig for a record 115 to 120 million. Their plan was always clear to bring a Galactico, and so far so very good. Florentino Perez is doing that with Jean Diomande. Real Madrid are also going on with their preseasons so far, and next season Real Madrid's #1 captain has been official. It is going to be Federico Valverde of Uruguay. Now, when we move on to Real Madrid and the same Real Madrid player Vinicius Jr. Last week we were here when we saw a different image of Vinicius Jr. circulating around, and the latest is that Vinicius Jr. has had a chin harmonization which has a little bit changed his image now. And from next season, we will be seeing a different Vinicius Jr. Now, let's move on to Arsenal. Just this afternoon, Arsenal have approached Vinicius Jr. that they want to sign him from Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. has told Real Madrid that he wants 15 million euros or 15 million as a loyalty bonus, and also 30 million pounds a year before he can extend his contract with Real Madrid. Jose Maria dos Santos Felix, popularly known as Jose Mourinho, has also told Real Madrid that Kylian Mbappe, Sami Lutin, Jude Bellingham, and also Vinicius Jr. are key players he does not want to lose, because last week he brought it that next season in his lineup, so far he has untouchables whom, if they are all fit, will start in the Real Madrid setup. Goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois, Marc Cucurella, the new signing. Also, he made mention of Kylian Mbappe, Sami Lutin, Jude Bellingham, Marc, and also Vinicius Jr. Now we'll be following that and see if Real Madrid are willing. On Monday, Vinicius Jr. and his agent will be meeting Real Madrid, and Arsenal are waiting for the feedback from their meeting whether Vinicius Jr. will extend or he will join Arsenal. Barcelona yesterday won 4-1 in their first preseason games. So far so very good. It was the Barcelona Athletic, the second team players who were involved, because majority of the players, the likes of Pedri Gonzalez, also Dani Olmo, their goalkeeper Garcia, and also Eric Garcia, Pau Kubasi are all away because they won the World Cup and they are on holidays. They will join ending of this month to the beginning of next month. So Barcelona are still chasing Cristiano Romero of Tottenham Hotspur to get him, and then partner Pau Kubasi. They are also after Aymeric Laporte, and before Barcelona have to sign one of these centre backs, one of Andres Christensen, Ronald Araujo, also Eric or Garcia will have to leave the club so that they can be able to get the deal done. Barcelona this afternoon have also started the Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante deal. They are speaking to his entourage to see if it will be okay or Rodrigo will agree to play for Real Madrid or Barcelona. But Rodrigo has always made it clear that he wants Real Madrid. He wants to play for the biggest club in football. Barcelona are still after the Julian Alvarez deal. So far, nothing has materialized. We'll give you the update on it so far. Now, let's move on to Manchester United. After Andre Santos, also Yuri Tillman, Manchester United said they are not going to spend very huge on midfielder this season. So they didn't go for Elliot Anderson because of his price. They've also moved away from Alex Scott of Bournemouth because of his price. They said they have just 50 or 48 to 50 million to spend on a midfielder. Now, Manu Kone is one who Manchester United are looking at. Also, Carlos Baleba of Brighton, but his money that is dragging Manchester United away. Brighton are looking at getting over 100 million for the midfielder. Yesterday, Manchester United won 5 goals to nil against Rosenborg in their second preseason game after losing 1-0 to Wrexham last week. Now, Manchester United are still on Rodrigo Hernandez, that they want him to extend his contract. So let's see how that one also comes out. Phil Foden has extended his contract. Also, Alexander or Abdul Kader Kusanov of Manchester City have all extended their contract to stay at Manchester City. Phil Foden 4-year contract to 2030, and also Abdul Kader Kusanov 5 years to 2031. Now let's move on to Chelsea. Yesterday, Chelsea have arrived at Australia for their pre-season tour or their pre-season training. Xabi Alonso played 2 indoor games, winning 3-1 and 3-0 in those games. But yesterday, they have arrived at Australia to do or continue their pre-season there. Yesterday, Chelsea also finished or concluded with Maxence Lacroix of Crystal Palace for 52 million. The 26-year-old has completed his medical this morning. All media duties has been done, and Chelsea will be unveiling him in due time. Yesterday, Chelsea have also signed Crystal Palace or Aston Villa's Austin McAfee. He is their set piece coach, and Chelsea have signed him. He will be joining Chelsea from Aston Villa. Now let's move on to Pedro Neto. His agent Jorge Mendes has offered Pedro Neto to Al Hilal. Also, do not forget Liverpool are also after Pedro Neto. Now Liverpool they are also going for Bakola of PSG. PSG are taking 120 million, and they said if they do not get Bakola, their second option will be Nico Williams. Nico Williams' agent Felix Tenta will be meeting up with Liverpool this weekend to discuss the deal and how possible it will be. Now, Atletico de Madrid have unveiled Lee Kan-in Lee, and he has been given this jersey number 7 for 40 million. He has signed a 5-year contract with Atletico de Madrid. Also this afternoon, Matthias Sule has moved from AS Roma to Sunderland. Fabrizio Romano has already confirmed it, and it's a here we go. Manchester United have now concluded with Bruno Fernandes of Portugal that he will stay at Manchester United, and they are looking at he extending his contract. There was interest from Turkey, but Bruno said he was taking 21 million a year, but Galatasaray couldn't offer that, and for that he will be staying. Atletico Madrid also want Arsenal's winger Gabi Martinelli. Arsenal value the winger 50 to 60 million and are planning to add up to that money plus Martinelli for Julian Alvarez, because Mikel Arteta said he wants Julian Alvarez. So let's look at how that deal also comes in. Also, on the part of Manchester City, Maresca does not want Rodri to leave. So let's see how it is, because now PSG are in, because Fabrice Hawkins has confirmed this afternoon that PSG are in the race to sign Rodri. Real Madrid are in the race and have even agreed everything with him. Also, we are looking at Barcelona, so let's see how that one also comes in. Real Madrid says if they get 80 million plus or 90 million, they will be releasing Aurelien Tchouameni to join any other club that is interested. So far, Manchester United want Aurelien Tchouameni, but they are not ready to pay that huge sum amount of money. This afternoon, Chelsea have confirmed that Como have brought or have submitted their third bid for Trevor Chalobah, and Chelsea have made it clear that they want a figure close to 35 million for the English international, or else he will not be moving. So after first bid rejected by Chelsea, second bid also rejected, third bid is on the verge of also being rejected by Chelsea. Now let's move on to Daizen Maeda. Daizen Maeda has moved from Celtic to join Ipswich Town in the Premier League. The Japanese international will be playing at Ipswich from next season. Now, Khan In-lee, like we also said, has moved to Atletico Madrid. Vozinha, the Cape Verde goalkeeper who was very solid for them during the World Cup, has joined Colo Colo in Chile, and he will be playing there for 2 years. Now he has finally gotten a club after solid display in the World Cup and also being the best goalkeeper in the World Cup. That is, he was in the best 11 in the World Cup. After the World Cup, the best 11 that came, it was Vozinha instead of Unai Simon, which means the goalkeeper, the shot stopper, the 40-year-old was very solid for Cape Verde in the just ended World Cup. Also, Sanku Diawara has joined AC Milan from Troyes for 40 million. Alaji Bamba has also joined Newcastle from Monaco for a record of 41 million pounds. Also, Lois Openda from Juventus has joined Olympique Lyon on loan, and right after the season, he will return to play for Juve. Just this afternoon, Nico Shearer has confirmed or has made it clear that Karim Alebegovic has agreed personal term for a contract until 2033 with Chelsea. And now, after the Lois Openda also moving, Juventus will be waiting to get him back after the season ends because there was no buy option in the deal. Chelsea have agreed, according to Nico Shearer, has agreed personal terms for a contract until 2033 with Karim Alajbegovic of Bayern 04 Leverkusen. Bayern 04 Leverkusen wants around 42 million pounds plus bonuses, or 42 million pounds with bonuses and all included for the young sensation. Xabi Alonso really rates the player high, and as to how Chelsea signed him, we'll be looking at that. Chelsea are following John Stones, also Karim and the likes. Real Madrid, since yesterday, have started, or they have begun, and we will be giving you back to back latest updates from Real Madrid and other transfer news. Like I said, right after the World Cup, this time the transfer news is going on very bigger and stronger. Who or which team do you think we didn't talk about their transfers so far? Drop it in the comment section, and the next time we will be doing that. This is Sports Connect. This is Hidel Ibrahim Sani, and we are signing out for today. Bye.